Hello there, good evening everybody. My name is David Ingham and it's the Law of Attraction time. The
Good
title
evening,
of
guys.
our, yes, good evening. The title of our hangout tonight is How Does the Law of Attraction Work? Let me introduce you to my good friend, business partner, Angelo. Angelo, come out and say hello.
Hey, David. Hi, good night, guys. How are you? Thanks for watching this amazing show that we got on. It's a show, right, David? And
Yes.
tonight it's very amazing because we're going to talk about the law of attraction and how it works and how you can use it for yourself. Very interesting.
Great, great. Well, we're gonna keep this fun. We're gonna keep this interactive. Both myself and Angela, we blog, and we blog about various topics, mainly mindset and abundance and success. So Angelo just recently did an awesome blog post. Angelo, you'll come out and maybe give them your web address as well for your blog, and maybe just chat about your latest blog post you did. I think it all ties in with the law of attraction.
Yes, it's you can get to my blog angelolimong.com, and when you check out the blog, you will see the first blog post. If it's recent, you will see the power of subconscious mind part 1. That's the latest blog post I have, and I explain what is the subconscious mind, because everybody thinks that the brain and the mind is the same thing, but really they're not. And your subconscious mind has a lot to do with your habits of thinking, your habits of the way you feel and the way you act. So it can it also determines your circumstances and your situations you get. So it's a very powerful thing to understand how it works and how you can use it for good, because you are making use of it already. But if you can learn how to use it correct, you will use it positively instead of negatively. So it's very important blog post. Check it out.
Yeah, no, great. I enjoyed reading it. I actually enjoy reading all your articles on your blog. I think
Thank you, David.
you're a very good writer, and I mean English is not your first language, so
No,
you
it
know
isn't.
exactly. I mean that's why I'm just telling people out there, if you want to start writing, it's a good way to start a blog, because if you enjoy something and you have a passion, then blogging can be a good thing. Um, Back to law of attraction. We, I'm reading a book which is by Jerry and Esther Hicks. You can Google them. Jerry and Esther Hicks. I'm reading Money and the Law of Attraction, and in the book it talks about your thoughts, because your thoughts are magnets. So how does law of attraction work? Well, your thoughts, and I mean you can prove this to yourself. If you think about things in the past that you've done and things that you've attracted in the past and that you've done, is if you evaluate what you were thinking at the time that got you what that thing that you wanted, even if you didn't want it, and you evaluate your thoughts, you'll actually see that your thought patterns, especially your dominating thought patterns, are strong magnets. And anything that was created in this world was first a thought in somebody's mind.
Exactly.
So if you look at the Shard building in London, now that was one day somebody's a thought in their mind, and look what they created, that huge building in London. So thoughts are powerful things. So the whole thing about the law of attraction is you got to try and think good thoughts, because when you're thinking good thoughts and you want to have good things progress in your life, then that's what it will attract. I know sometimes it can be difficult to switch your thoughts when you've had when some things aren't going right in your day. But if you can just try your best to shift your vibration, what can you think about? Maybe you can think about a baby, a newborn baby. Maybe you can think about a cat, or a nice dog, or something that, or a bright sunny day, putting your feet in the sea sand, or So, and the powerful thing about the law of attraction is that at any given moment what you're thinking about. Okay, so if you are thinking good things that you want, or if you're thinking bad things that you don't want. So you do have the power to control your thoughts. And there's a nice little book that I recommend you get. It's called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. You can either download the audio, just Google it, you'll find it. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. It's a very, very powerful book also on law of attraction. It's quite amazing. I think it was written in 1936. So, law of attraction, it works, and it's a law. So,
exactly.
Yeah. Angela, come out and maybe give some of your thoughts about it, and to our audience. Go for it.
Yeah, so because it's exactly true what you said, that it's a law. Because I was writing down some points as you were talking to read what I was going to say. So the, the the first thing I want to say is that the universe is governed by laws. Like you have the law of gravity. If you go to the highest building and you try to walk over the edge, you will for sure fall. Everything that goes up must come down, as they say. So there's a law of gravity, but there's also a law of lift, which keeps birds and airplanes in the air. So the law of lift is like bigger than the law of gravity in certain situations. But then you have the biggest law, then the law of attraction, that precedes over every law, and that is just, it says that like attracts like. So when you just think about something, you're actually sending out a frequency, because your brain is a receiver and a broadcaster of frequency. So when you think a thought, you're actually sending out the vibration, and by the law of attraction, which is a law, like attracts like, you actually pull out another similar thought that relates to the thought you're thinking about. So when you like keep thinking about a thought, and it becomes your most dominant thoughts, you will get circumstances, events, and situations and people that will like let you know you are attracting those things. Because last time when I was thinking about a friend of mine, and within 1 hour he called me. Within 1 hour he called me. So that's the law of attraction, and I'm sure that happened to you a lot of times. And sorry.
Yeah, no, I can give an example. If the viewers who are watching this, if you think about somebody that you want to call, okay. So say for instance you want to call your friend John, okay, and you haven't called John for a week, for a couple of months, and you wake up in the morning at 7 o'clock in the morning and you say, I am going to call John, and you keep saying that to yourself, I am going to call John, and I can tell you, you will call John. because your dominating thoughts are to call John. Exactly. And it works exactly for the same thing as I decided to do a fitness program. It was called the Body for Life 12-week program. I did it must be almost coming up to 10 years ago. And I visualized and I thought about the body that I wanted to have. And by the law of attraction, it happened. I did the 12-week training course, and I wanted to have a six-pack. And after the 12 weeks, I had a six-pack. And that was all because my most dominating thought pattern was to have a six-pack.
Have a six-pack, exactly.
And by the law of attraction, it made me motivated. It made me do things. And this is how it all works by the law of attraction. It works like this. Your thoughts, okay, become actions. The way you speak is also in a way a thought. So beware what you think, beware what you speak, because what you think and speak makes you be into action. So if you think of a six-pack, I'm thinking, what do I want? A six-pack. What am I going to do? Because I'm thinking of a six-pack, I'm going to go to the gym. What else am I going to attract? I'm going to eat correctly. So that's my dominating thought. So therefore I attract good food. I attract eating well. I attract going to the gym. And all these things come into your mind because you are thinking about that and you are talking about that. And it was quite unbelievable because when I was doing this program, I was so pumped that I got the whole office doing it at work. Everybody started doing it because I was like a magnet. So the law of attraction does work. And another example where the law of attraction was worked, I did a blog post as well with this, was I was fed up with my day job that I had, and I was looking for a better paying job. So I had my most dominating thought was I want another job. So what happens when you got that most dominating thought on your mind every single day? What happens? You start looking on the web for new jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
Then what else happens? You start phoning employment agencies. I'm looking for a new job. So because that's what you think about most of the time and that's what you become, what happens is you start going for interviews. And when you visualize your new job and you visualize what what are you gonna get in your new job? Who are you gonna meet? What benefits are you gonna have? And you get so caught up in the energy of that law of attraction that I got a new job.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it works, but you gotta really think about what you want. Think about what you want.
Because some people think they are thinking about what they want, but in actuality they're not thinking about what they want. They're thinking about what they don't want to happen. Like let's say if somebody is trying to find a new job, let's say, and they say I don't want a job that's too far. I don't want a job that I have to do a lot. I don't want a job that but you're actually thinking about actually what you don't want to happen, and that's what you're gonna get. A job you don't like, that's too far. You don't like your boss. That's what you're gonna attract because you're thinking about what you don't want, and it's a fine line.
No, exactly.
It's a fine line.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I proved it. It worked. I mean, I actually went on a mission. Like I wanted it so badly, the new job, that because that's what I really wanted. I didn't have any fear because I was getting more and more confident because I wanted it more and more. if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
And my body language, and when I was phoning the agencies, and when I was I had a very, very positive body language, and that was just because of my wanting it, and I had a good feeling about wanting it. And when you got a good feeling about something, you portray that when you speak to people. Like when I was when I wanted the six-pack, when I was talking to people in the office, I was sure I was sure about what I was talking about, and I was happy, and I was energized. And when you have that type of vibration, you can only attract more of it. So
Oh,
it works.
exactly.
Yeah, it works.
By law,
By
you
law,
have to
yeah.
attract more vibration. You win by law because and David, like, since the topic of today is how does the law of attraction work? I like want to give people I like a step that they can follow to like get the creation process like in process. And the first step you need to take, what Napoleon Hill said was, you need to decide what you want. You have to know what you want and get a burning desire for its achievement. That's the first step. Know what you want and then get a burning desire for its achievement. And if I would say, what was the second step? It thinking about that, about what you want to happen all of the time and most of the time, because you 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 become what you think about most of the time. Not most of the time it works or not, but you become what you think about most of the time. So if you have a goal, you know what you want, and you have the burning desire for it, but here's what goes wrong. People start to think, how is it gonna how is it gonna come true? It doesn't matter. The how is not important. You just need to know what you want, and certain things will be attracted to you that will help you reach where you want to go. That's the most important thing. Right,
You know,
David?
that's, oh man, you know, you just remind me, Richard Branson, the owner of Virgin. He said that when he was young, in his wallet he had a card that said something like this. It said, "Know what you want, be
Exactly.
know exactly what you want, have a burning desire to possess it, and have the knowledge of what one wants."
Exactly.
Okay, so have a burning desire. So know what you want, have a burning desire, and know them, and have the knowledge of what one wants. So, for instance, for the job, you want a new job. You've got a burning desire to have the new job, and a knowledge of what you want, which is, I want a new job, basically.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, and then if you do that, you'll get a new job.
You will
And
get a
that
new
can
job.
be and that can be for anything,
Yeah.
whatever you want to manifest.
Exactly. But like, let's say if one of our audiences were like using it for a new job, let's say, and they think about what they want, they know that they want a new position or a new job, and they have a burning desire, and they believe that it's really gonna happen, but then they get fired, and then they say maybe it's not working, it doesn't work because I just got fired. But then you just need to realize that the bad things that happen are not bad things, because if you want a new job, you first have to get fired from the old job to get a new job. So it seems like something bad is happening, but it's actually the universe is like moving circumstances and things so you can get what you want. So at first, you have to lose your job, let's say. So it's very okay.
Exactly. I mean, you know, you've got to sometimes let things go, and there's always a reason for things. There is always a reason. Well, what else do you want to? What else advice do you want to give, Angelo? And then I think what we'll do is we'll give us a golden nugget each,
All right,
and then we'll call it a wrap.
all right. The golden nugget that I have is like that the law of attraction is similar to just like praying. It's similar to praying, and it is scientifically you can do it a certain way. And the first thing is know what you want, get a burning desire for what you want, and if you don't know like what you want, you can define it in three ways. You can just be very specific, like you want a new job at a certain place, a certain position, a certain salary, or you can just be general, so you can say, I just want something, some new income that gives me the ability to pay my rent and my taxes and insurance and some stuff. Or you can just focus on the feeling that a new job will give you. So I just gave you three ways to help you define what you want, and then just get a burning burning desire for its achievement. Don't worry about how it will come true. Just take action and help will come your way, because a man who knows what he wants and stops at nothing to achieve it, something will happen to help him. I don't know when or where, but something will happen. Don't you worry about that. That's not your job. All right, that was
Yeah,
it.
man, that was great. Yeah, I mean, guys, exactly the same thing. You know, what Angelo said. Think of what you want. Be happy and have happy thoughts about it, because that's what you need to think about. Um, be happy about it. You know,
Exactly.
be excited about what you want. You know, and then think about it. Write it down. Look at it all the time, because that will put you into action,
Action,
and
action.
that will make you get it. So, guys, have an awesome evening or day wherever you are in the world, and the law of attraction works. Good
All right.
night.
Bye bye, guys. Good night.